here's the biggest thing. You guys don't have to be here. So if you only want to see me play Sea of Thieves, you can kindly fuck yourself. Or if you want to, see me play only some kind of current game, you can also shove it up your ass. Because I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do what I want to do on this channel because it's my channel. Okay. As we go through. So, shit. That one. All right, chat. It is 8:45 p.m. We will be starting our presentation now. So please, if you have any questions, make sure you type them in the chat. A moderator will note them down. And we will be getting to them at the end. I will not be reading chat during this presentation. So let's go ahead and begin here. I am obviously Beaks. I am the Chief Executive Officer and speaker for tonight. You can follow me on Twitter if you'd like to keep up with everything I'm doing at Sneaky Beaks. So let's talk a little bit about the agenda for tonight's meeting. So we will be discussing the channel content that we have and what changes will be coming to that. Changes to alerts, changes, in the community. We'll be talking about key metrics, the future. We talk about growth. We do have a short legal disclaimer at the end of the meeting, and we also have a 15-minute Q&A. So again, please do feel free to write down questions that you may have. We will have 15 minutes at the end to answer any and all questions we can get to. If we don't get to your answer, get fucked, honestly. So anyway, no one in life gets credit for being safe. And I didn't read that 100% correctly. But that's a quote from Ice-T, okay? And it really talks about if you want to grow, you've got to take risk, okay? And part of what we're talking about tonight is we are going to be taking risks here. You guys are going to be a part of something great, okay? The content on the channel is changing, and we're no longer going to play it safe, okay? We're going to step outside of our comfort zone and move into new comfort zones. So with that said, this was left in from the PowerPoint template, so we'll move on. That meant nothing. Channel content, upcoming changes. What are we going to be doing here on the channel? More just chatting, MOAR, just chatting. We will be doing things that are just more fun, right? We'll be doing things where you and I are hanging out, and we'll get into specifics. Reduce GHG emission. Also from the slide deck template, we're not going to be doing anything around emissions. Nothing around emissions will be happening, so please just ignore that point. Community growth not tied to one game. So pirates, right? Not going to be the only thing that we're doing, and just gonna have to get used to that. And it's just going to be what it is, right? More single player games, challenge oriented gameplay, and speedruns are coming to a channel near you. So again, this is just sort of the 50,000 foot overview. We will be diving deeper as we go through. So shit, that one, ignore that. Ignore that. I don't know. So community growth. Okay. The streamer, my role in this community, interact with chat, be funny, do not kill horses in video games. Chat, I realize that trying to extort you in that way may not be the best at this current juncture, right? We will get there to those levels of scamming and sort of extortion and things like that. But I recognize, and we're not there yet. But that's not a good approach at the current moment. But I need to do things slightly differently, right? And I get that. Mods, you guys are going to be responsible for obviously welcoming in new people, troll the streamer, and really just keep chat under control. So basically that's your role in all of this. You guys are mega important to the growth. You guys know how much I appreciate you. And our mod our mod team is just absolutely cracked. I believe we have the best mod team on Twitch. I get trolled on a regular basis, almost entire streams. It's probably happening right now, though I can't see chat. Spam 69 in chat if that's happening, if my mods are currently trolling me. I'm sure it is. Again, I can't see it, but I imagine that's what's going on. And chatters, look, you guys are also going to be responsible as my normal and regular community members. You guys have a responsibility to welcome in new people, okay? When we have inside jokes and people are like, what's going on? What is happening? Because I got to tell you, and I just kind of want to prep you guys for this kind of thing is going to be happening all the time now. With challenge runs and things like that, people are going to be wondering, what the fuck are you doing? And you guys are going to have to help bring them in, usher in the new community so that we continue to go on an upwards trajectory in terms of new community members. It's going to be shit like this randomly where you guys are going to get a notification at everyone that you need to be at an all hands meeting. You know, it's not going to necessarily be an all hands meeting every time, but there will be random shit going on basically all the time on the stream. And it's not to say that you're going to get spammed with notifications, but basically you'll just never know what's going on. And it's going to be fun for everyone. And if you don't know what I'm doing and I don't know what I'm doing, then we're going to be achieving the goals of the stream. And look, here's the biggest thing. You guys don't have to be here. So if you only want to see me play Sea of Thieves, you can kindly fuck yourself. Or if you want to, see me play only some kind of current game, you can also shove it up your ass. Because I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do what I want to do on this channel because it's my channel. Okay? So just sit back, enjoy the content, and just be vibing with what we're doing in that moment. Don't say, oh, when are you gonna play X game? Or, you never finished Y game. Well, guess what? We may never do that because we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Okay? We only live for today. All right? That got a little heated. I apologize. Moving on. Oh, this is our financial report from Fireman. Let me hold on. This is Fireman. Hi, my name's Fireman, and I'm here to give you the financial report. So if you notice the key metrics, look at stonks currently. These are stonks as they exist today. So they're at 42%, but in the future, we do expect stonks to be at 69% minimum and ever climbing. And then the follower conversion rate, right now, we don't have, great follower conversion rate. It could be worse. But basically, we want to also move that to 69%. And so this is, not cursed. This is 100% real Fireman. This is not Beagle with a fireman cutout with the T-Rex behind him when he came to visit my house. This is real Fireman calling you live to give you the key metrics that we will be targeting in the future at some point. Anyway, so moving on. Thanks, Fireman. I really appreciate you providing that update. Fantastic key metrics that we are going to be doing. We're going to be looking at stonks overall, and we're going to be looking at conversion rate of new followers. Okay, so we are going to be expecting a high rate of new followers with this kind of content. Because, it's just going to be epic, right? Let's talk about, for a second, chat. We're going to be literally just hanging out during just chatting portions. We are going to be talking about stuffs and things, right? And we're going to be doing random IRL content. So that has an S on the end of it. Don't worry about it. No big deals. No big deals. Everything is going to have an S on the end of it randomly because we left the typo in the presentation. Oh well, let's move on. we are going to transportation also shouldn't be there. I had a strike through that was supposed to be removed by the editor. I do apologize. We will get our shit together here. We will be watching funny TikToks from time to time. We will be trying to fix my algorithm on TikTok, and we're gonna create react compilations and upload them to YouTube, because if you can't create content that's great, steal content that's great and upload it yourself. Yoink and twist. That will come up in a second here. Tier lists. You guys love when I do tier lists. I love when I do tier lists because, let's face it, in my opinion, is the only one that matters. Your tier lists suck. We all know that. So you guys come here to listen to me talk, not the other way around. So we will be doing more stuff like that, and etc. We will be doing real streams, IRL science, watermelon rubber band streams. Look, these things are all things that are coming future, right? So, and you guys don't have to worry. We will be thinking ahead. We will be planning content. There will be some days where it's random, but I really want to put a higher effort in terms of planning the streams, okay? So looking ahead to the future, what can you guys expect? A lot, okay? A lot. We're going to be doing some speed runs and challenges, okay? Challenges, it can be any game, any idea, and we will be setting up a spot in the Discord for you guys to suggest challenge runs for me to do in your favorite games. If I don't want to do it, I'm just not going to do it, and that's fine. But listen, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and I think that's a quote from Michael Gretzky, famous hockey player. I don't know. Bunk can probably help you out there. It might not be Michael Gretzky. It might be, or it could be a Jordan Scott quote, or Michael Scott. I don't know. Anyway, we will be creating content from stream instead of trying to create content off stream to upload to YouTube, because let me tell you exactly how well that's worked. It hasn't. We haven't done that. So I've looked at some of my favorite streamers and my favorite YouTubers, and they all set their streams up in a way that makes it easy to record for YouTube. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And we talked a little bit about alerts changing. My alerts are super fucking invasive, especially the full screen ones. So yeah, we're fucking killing those. And if you love them, I'm sorry. It's a thing that's gonna have to change, because I want to be able to upload to YouTube, and sometimes a speed run might get crapped on a full screen alert firing off. We'll find funny and other memey ways to incorporate those alerts. We'll bring them back in some way, but they're getting killed. The full screen, like taking up everything, it's gone. Okay, so that's a thing that's changing. You'll start to see the theme here. As far as just gameplay videos alone, boring, right? Snooze Festival, Resident Sleeper. Everyone's fucking sleeping. Everyone does that shit. You look at any category, everyone's just sitting there playing the game. They just go live and play the game, and whatever, like, that's fine. Plenty of people are insanely successful that way. Not gonna be me, dude. I'm not gonna do it, because look, you guys come here for me. And if I can do challenges and I suck at video games, okay, and then the challenges are fun, and then we finally get it, look what's gonna happen. Challenging narratives that, challenges that create narrative naturally. Nailed it. First try. See, even giving this presentation as an example, it's going to create Pog moments, okay? They're going to be, especially the speed runs, painful at first, okay? There's going to be a steep learning curve, because I am not currently a speed runner. And there is going to be swim caps and Ben Gay mentality some streams. And let me tell you what that means. One of my favorite streamers, Himo Chico, he is a guy who streams PGA Tour, okay? And he had this expression one time, and he said, you know, he was starting the game, learning it, and he spent literally hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just learning the game. He got like a -40 people on stream. Why are you so bad at the game? And he said, I just have my swim cap on and the Ben Gay underneath of it, and I'm in the basement in the dark, getting through it, right? And that's the mentality we need to have. We need to put the swim cap tight and put the Ben Gay underneath and just sit in the dark and try to figure some shit out and get good at some games, okay? And the most important thing we are going to be doing here at Sneaky Beagle is we are going to be yoinking and twisting. Okay? We're going to look at what are the people at the tippity top doing? And how can I yoink that idea and twist it for myself? Because as Ludwig says, who's one of the most popular content creators of all time, yoink and twist. There are no original ideas. Great artists create. What is it? Bad artists create, or good artists create, excellent artists steal, or I don't know, whatever. The point is, we're going to be yoinking and twisting a lot more. Okay. And it's not going to be yoinking and twisting. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be yoinking and twisting ideas for the stream. So with that said, if you guys see a fantastic idea you saw someone else do, say, hey, Biggs, I saw this streamer do this. You should think about doing this. Okay. If it's a shit idea, I'm going to tell you, hey, I probably won't do that, but I really appreciate the suggestion. And I might not even tell you, I just might not do it. So don't ask me, well, why haven't you done my idea yet? Well, I just didn't want to. Okay. So it's fine. But the more ideas we have coming from you, the less work I have to do to produce more content, right? And I don't have to think of everything myself. So I will be doing independent research, but if you guys could also work for me, which you're supposed to be doing anyway, that would make things incredibly easy from my end. So we can together build a better future, okay? You and I, you, chat, mod team, and myself, Strimmer, can build a better future together, a better and brighter future. So this is just my statement on the future. Okay. So here's the strategic growth timeline. And here's what's going to happen. And I can already tell you, I've seen this happen. I've made change in the past. And what's going to happen is Q1 of this change being made is going to be all about bitching. Chatters are going to start bitching about change because honestly, change is scary. Some will leave because they're not pleased about not Pirates gameplay. Okay. It's a fact. Okay. We're going to lose some people along the way. And you know what? That's okay. And also for the record, I'm not saying I'll never play Pirates because we might find some really fun challenges, or we might just want to vibe with some of our friends, right? Scooter, great example. Love sailing with that guy, right? Or someone might be like, hey, you want to get on a boat and just sail around and meme? Great, we'll do it. But largely, we are going to be shifting away from single game focus and more into the things that we discussed earlier, okay? Q2, new chatters will be acquired. So it's going to take a while for the change to take place and you guys to really feel the new direction of the channel, right? Feel it just kind of like moving in and out, right? Like, you know what I mean? In and out, okay? It's going to take a while for that flow to really feel right. And as we do, here's what's going to happen. It's going to be amazing when we do some of these challenge runs that are incredibly difficult. It's going to be new chatters who crave Pog moments, and I was here spam is going to be flooding the chat as we accomplish some of these insanely difficult challenges. One of the first challenges we're going to tackle, by the way, is the nipple % run in Mario Galaxy, where you have to race as fast as you can to see Mario's nipples. Doesn't that sound like something you want to see? Instead of just, Beegs is going to go live, and it's probably going to be funny, Sea of Thieves content, but wouldn't you rather see me race to seeing Mario's nipples? Ask yourself. The answer to that question is 100% yes. There will be comfort in the new format. You guys will get comfortable with me racing to see Mario's nipples. And if not, again, C.1. Some people will leave because they don't want me to race to see Mario's nipples as fast as possible. So anyway, that brings us to Q3 and Q4, okay? Q3, community is going to be firing on all cylinders. You guys are going to be pogging it up. You're going to be, I was hearing it. You guys are going to be rigged and spamming the chat and having fun and laughing, and the community is going to grow, right? basically, it's just going to be fantastic. In a couple months' time, the whole character and community of the stream will change. So if you are one of the lucky few that remain after this change, please consider yourself lucky and a massive part of this community, right? We are going to lose some great people to this, and I know that. And like I said, that's okay. But we will have just so many gift subs and bits pouring in, and we are going to have so many great moments on stream. Look at that last point. It's just, this is going to be incredible for the stream, and I hope you guys can see that. So again, just to say one more thing about change, there cannot be growth without change. And so I hope you guys are okay with this change. And if you're not, get used to it. Things are going to be changing around here. Now, legal, when I was presenting this speech, did require me to put a disclaimer. So we will go ahead and run through that disclaimer now. And then we will be getting to Q&A. So I hope you guys have saved your questions, and then promptly ending stream at the end of that 15-minute Q&A session, okay? So here you go. The legal disclaimer: the information provided by Sneaky Beagle is for general information purposes only. While we strive to keep the information up to date and correct, we make no representations or warranties of any kind, express or implied, about the completeness, accuracy, reliability, sustainability, or availability of respected stream or the information, products, services, or related graphics contained on the stream for any purpose. Any reliance you place on such information is therefore strictly at your own risk. By using this chat, you agree that Sneaky Beagle will not be liable for any bans arising from the use or inability to use the chat correctly / not piss off the streamer, including but not limited to the following ways: using emotes such as stare business, making snide remarks about streamers' inability to complete challenges, being on Team Bagel, being a doubter, etc. Furthermore, any information or data provided to Sneaky Beagle during the course of our interactions in chat, Discord shall be considered non-confidential and non-proprietary. Sneaky Beagle reserves the right to use any information or data provided to him / chat in Discord for any purpose, including but not limited to the development, production, and marketing of our stream / features, without any obligation or compensation to acknowledge the provider of such information or data. This legal disclaimer applies to the fullest extent permitted by law, and provision herein found to be invalid or unenforceable shall not affect the validity or enforceability of any other provision. By chatting in this stream, you agree to be bound by these terms and conditions. Legal disclaimer simplified. This is the fuck around and find out policy, okay? If you need notes on that, we did do an entire stream on this, but basically the principle is this: if you fuck around at a 2 level, I'll be a little bit angry. If you fuck around at a 5 level, you're gonna find out at a 5 level, and you might receive some timeouts. And then if you fuck around at a 10 level, let's say you're someone is racist, there's not going to be no review. Okay, that's fucking around at a 10 level. And it's just going to be, you're going to be screwed, basically. So that's the legal disclaimer simplified. Here's a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge for absolutely no reason. I just thought you guys might like to look at that.